life in Arctic Village isn't easy. I have to heat the house with a monitor just to keep myself warm enough to start the fire in the wood stove. I always make sure I have enough for a shower, which is $5, and a newspaper, which is $1. I have a master's degree in rural development. I am an educated person, but at the same time, I do my best to keep the connection to my native identity alive. Those two together, I was able to come up with this project. Taking my grandpa out on the land so he can point to things and talk about things and have all these sites documented, because we are starting to get a lot more land issues. It's just nice to know traditional use areas, because people talk about them all the time, but you don't really get visuals. My grandpa is one of the last traditional native elders alive in Alaska, and so it has to get done now. And I make phone calls to friends who remind me of why I'm sacrificing my professional life to be here. I gotta do it, it just seems like my destiny.
It is way up somewhere around here, and that's where we're gonna go. Zeitlang. There's a good fishing place right there that we call geegirinkhii in Geegirinkhii. Geegirinkhii, it means above the timber. That's where that people used to live there, and they all move up and hunt for sheep. And the one time they lived behind that one blind woman. What they did is they put a rope all down to that fish trap. She got up and she walked using the rope to check it until that group coming back from the north. And then what happened is, the caribou is our nuisance. They could just go everywhere. He probably walked by the fish trap and he bust a string. She just starved to death. And during that time, is people really lived long time. There's no disease, so it's the only way they could die. It's a natural death. By the fish trap, there's a little hill. They call that fish scale hill. So everybody fish, and then they clean the fish so that scale become the hill. So that meaning they've been using thousands of years, and they use that place. So that's the reason we call geegirinkhii. It's a very important place for everybody anyway. This is part of the trail going up north. That's where the fish trap used to be here. They used this log for fence. So they put that basket right in the middle. When the fish get on into the basket here, so they jump, and then there's a waterfall here, so they can't get back on. So they make one like this out of a willow. Like this. Bunch of them. There's one medicine man, a strong one, halfway up the mountain. That's where special place for him. He just disappeared into that bedrock, and then he threw out beads. People try to pick it up enough for the necklace, but then while he throw it out to the people and then disappear so fast, so some of them, whoever do it fast, they're getting enough. And Veteranahoni is a lake. That's where his nephew was drowned. So that time they just blame other group of people all the time. He tried to declare war to down the river, and then he been killed down there. And then the spirit is coming back into that place up there. And that old woman lived around here. He could hear the something just going by, just like spirit. You could hear it. She hollered, and he just fall. That's the end of his life, I think. That's a medicine man story. That mountain went on to be a chicken. The people hunt sheep, good mountain climber people we used to have, and they use cane, they carry it. People just around them, so there's no place they can go, so they fall off the cliff. That's what it means, that it went on to be a chick. One herd is died, and they fall off the cliff. The last mountain on the right, Vetatrin. The bottom of that mountain, there's a huge lake, kind of shallow, so you can see the bottom, it's kind of clear. That's why they call it Vetatrin. And then that one is that's Medicine Mountain. That timber over there, middle of the mountain, there's that creek coming down. That's where the people are getting house lock. Behind this mountain, there's another glacier and creek. That's where the water come out. Even winter time and never freeze. All these mountains got name. That's where the Albert Schett had a cabin a long time ago here. And the reason they had the hole like that is like cold storage. They keep meat or fish on the ground there. And Isaac Schett was fishing all the time over here. And the bear was bothering him. So old man was kind of maybe afraid. And he even sleep on the tower over there. And then he set the gun by the fish trap, and the bear was shot himself up there. So that's the only way he could get rid of them. Albert said cabin goes on trail. This trail is all the way down to Arctic. This is Lake Geegirinkhii, that's its nephew. Geegirinkhii means somebody drowned on this lake here. He was hunting ducks, and people not really swim during that time. He made it to the shore, but then he kept falling back in the water, so they saw a lot of fingerprints. They found him, and he was dead. This is very important place here. So that summer trail, let's just go by right here so we might find it.
Well, let's take a pinch on now. We're killing somebody. Practice. Grab that stuff.
It's my favorite campsite. It's called Noavatain, meaning Noah's Trail, and you could see it goes for miles and miles. I have childhood memories of this place, and I'm really thankful that I'm here and that I'm with my grandpa. We're really privileged to hear him talk. He's probably one of the last handful of Native Americans in North America that knows stuff like this about the land.
Up that way, there's a caribou corral. The caribou corral is open like this. Once they go in, and then they all line up, and so they just go around inside like that, and they keep catching it with a snare, and they throw it over the fence. They let go maybe one or two all the time. So that it's really a good place up there for caribou, and lots of lakes over there too. This lake is a long lake down, just like G shape, G. And we call it 1G. And the 1G tower is bottom one's rotten, so it just fall down. Last time I was here, that about probably 15 years ago, all these tree wasn't here. You can't see far away anymore. That one more pin up there is they call it that pin is long one. It takes about half a day to go over that way. So one time it's a portage, and then the water went through that, so that it's more easy for people to come this way faster. Caribou usually come and they swim across this lake. This lake is Diinah. Diinah is a swan lake. Another one is a hill over there between those two mountains over there. We call Qoisabatai. Qoisa is a Christian person. His wife is in love with other man, So that's the reason they call it Koisa. And there's long lake up there. We call it geegirinkhii. Geegirinkhii means trout canvas canoe. That's what they've been using for the muskrat or duck hunting around here. Well, this is my mom allotment. Two good lake we have, a big muskrat. Yachate one you, another one over there is Zanitsi. And this creek comes from that between the mountain over there. That's where the whitefish come from. Tak means two hills between that creek. That's what it means. Tak. My father told me one time the people live right around here in the 4th of July, so he said they celebrate some kind of target shooting, but they don't have nothing for award. So that one old man, Peter John, he got Stetson hat, old one. He told the young people, go ahead and shoot target for this. They all miss that target. They just, even some of them, I close my eye and shoot. I don't want that hat, they said. So that old man, he's the only one shot the target, so he got out his hat back. My father said, I even closed my eye. I don't want to aim the target, he said. So I don't like that dirty hat, he said. This is the last trail by the river. Hangerat, the trail by the river, that's what it means. "1940, I was a little kid. This is the noisy country I ever saw in my life because of the birds. Lots of birds. And everything is just changed. It's getting less and less every year. All the permafrost will keep losing. That's why we lost this lake here. And there used to be a lot of glacier over there. When the hot weather, caribou go to the glacier and lay down on it all day, get away from the bugs. I think animals know what's going on. The whole world is changing now. The kids growing up, they need to know their country. So the only way we thought that we might help them now is to show them upriver and teach them about their own land. Since I was a kid, I lived off the land, and I didn't work full time because more important to me is I come home and I took my kids way up north where there's a lot of ducks and fish, and we hunt with them, and they've been eating that traditional food. I'm more happy with the way I live. That's my life anyway. Maybe that's why I'm still strong and healthy. I'm 77 years old, but I'm still go out and try hard to do my traditional work. Now fish gonna come up now. I really enjoyed my life this way.